Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. Today we're reviewing another Martial Arts Madness month movie. Today we're reviewing 2015 Memories of the Sword, which is a South Korean martial arts foreign drama film. Sorry, I was just reading the Tubi. I watched this movie on Tubi. Yeah. It's directed by Heung-sik Park and starring Lee Byung-hun, who you might know as the Storm Shadow from the 2010s G.I. Joe movies, and you have Jeon Do-yeon, Kim Go-eun, Soo-an Kim, and Jun-Ho Lee, right? Which, she sounds familiar. Was she in Bluebeard? No, she was not in Bluebeard. She was in Burning. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I'm probably going to spoil the crap out of this movie because I have mixed feelings on this film. So, usually when I have mixed feelings on a film, I like to pretty much go through the movie, right? And to properly get a feel for what I think about the movie, because this movie, it's so try hard. Oh my god, the movie tries so hard to be Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. If people thought Byo-chun Mu, Warrior Virtue, was a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon ripoff, holy hell, man, this movie tries way harder to be like I said, a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movie. And like there's scenes in the movie where they do the flying thing, right? And sometimes there's CGI. And there's like a scene where the main character is like a teenage girl. They never say her age. In the beginning of the film, she starts hopping around in like a sunflower field, right? And it reminded me of John Carter of Mars. The way, you know how he first gets to Mars and he's able to jump very high, so he's hopping around. It was just like that, but a girl in a sunflower field. So it's like, holy shit. So yeah, the movie is about this teenage girl, right? The movie takes place in the Go-eun dynasty era of South Korea, which I'm not exactly sure what time period that is. They never say in the movie. I'm sorry. They seem to have like a Silk Road thing kind of going on, because they have like Arabian market part of town, right? Where the main character mother and younger brother works at, right? Arabian owned tea house, right? So yeah, the main character of the film, who is Hong-yi, has been raised by her adoptive mother, who is blind, to avenge the death of her parents. She trains to be a master swordswoman. Sorry, right? Thanks to the help of her adoptive mother, her father and her enemy were all part of this group of revolutionaries that raised an army for the people to take down like a corrupt governor, right? And they were called the Three Great Swords, and they were all trained under the same swordsmaster, right? Which Lee Byung-hun plays the bad guy in the film, who was the one who betrayed the other Three Great Swords and killed the parents of Hung-hee, right? Sorry, I gotta sneeze. Wait. Sorry. Right, killed the parents of Hung-hee and became this general, right? And he has great ambitions to become the next king of the Goryeo dynasty by marrying the daughter of the current king, right? who he threatens to kill in the movie. Right? It's the thing where it's like there's some cool like class warfare kind of stuff where you have this common born general who rises to power, right? And all the nobles hate him, right? And he has assassins trying to kill him, right? And like he doesn't even care, like he's able to bat them off while while having a tea ceremony because he just does not give a fuck. Like Lee Byung-hun has this like Sigma male grind set in the movie, but it's very half ass where he is going for the Sigma male grind set, but it's half-hearted, right? Because of certain events that happen in the movie, right? So what happens is Hong-yi, who's supposed to be the main character of the film, even though she gets way overshadowed by Lee Byung-hun, who I think has like the most screen time in the movie. I could be wrong, but it feels like he had more screen time than the girl, right? And he has top billing, right? So it's not the thing where it's like, oh, he's the most famous person in the movie, so yeah, let's give him top billing. No, he has like significant screen time in the movie, right? So yeah, what Hong-yi gets over after learning to jump very high, right? She feels like she's good enough to test her mettle. So there's this thing where like Lee Byung-hun's character, the general, likes to have like fighting tournaments, right? Where he has fighters fight in like wooden sword matches, right, in front of a crowd, and whoever wins, he'll give him a placement in his army, right? So it's like he's very popular with the common-born soldiers, right? Because like he'll give like high rankings to like lower born based on fighting ability, right? Because he has the reputation of having the strongest troops in the army, right? In the kingdom, let's just say, right? So what was her name? Hong-yi has a crush on this pretty boy swordsman and decides to have a fight with him, only for Lee Byung-hun to recognize her sword style, right? And recognize that she was trained by one of the three great swords, what was her name? Song Rang, right? Who he was in love with, right? And who hates him with a burning passion because he betrayed them, right? So yeah, he tries to have her captured, only for her to run away, only for him to catch up with her, right? Which he could have handled that a lot more smoothly. Like, why not just let the fight? He could have just let the fight, like, play its course, and then act like he was impressed by her, and get her to, like, invite her to like a meeting where he could, like, wine and dine her and get her to confess like everything, right? He could have just done that, but no, he had to. He's impatient. He has that Sigma male grind set, so he has to. He's very proactive, right? So yeah, he's able to. He talks to her, right? Has like a little game where he puts a mask on. He's like, take my mask off within 3 moves, right? Only for him to take her mask off and find out, get her name, right? Which she's pretending to be a boy, even though she's obviously a girl, and she gives the name of her younger brother, who might not be her real brother, might be adopted, we don't know, named Gam Cho, right? And apparently he's able to find out that Gam Cho works at the tea house where her mother works at, right? So like what happens is that he sends the army to get Sol Rang, right, and Gam Cho, and he basically just kills, like, his army, his underlings kill Gam Cho and capture Song Rang. Well, she actually escapes, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, right. I watched this movie over 2 days, so my recollection of like like events when they took place. I could be wrong, right? So yeah, at some point, like like she fucked up. She goes home to meet her adopted mother, and like finds out that she fucked up. Which yeah, that was before Gamcho was killed, right? But yeah, she meets up with him around. Only to be told, hey, I'm the person. I'm one of the people who killed your parents, right? So you need to kill me, and you need to kill the guy you met. He was the other guy who killed your parents, right? So she refuses to kill her mom and runs away from home, only for her adoptive brother, not adoptive, her stepbrother, whatever, gets killed, and it's kind of her fault because she gave his name, right? And if she had never exposed herself in the first place, Gamcho wouldn't have get killed, right? So she falls in love with the other guy, with the guy she fought at the arena, who becomes a soldier under Lee Byung-hun, and Lee Byung-hun is working on his Sigma male grind set, trying to become the next king. And you have all this shit going on where you find out his backstory, right? What really went down, right? Which at first the story they're told is that he betrayed the Three Great Swords because they had captured. During the battle, they captured the governor's son, so they were going to negotiate with the governor, only for the governor to have captured Peng Rang, whatever the guy's name, the other Three Great Sword guy, wife and kid, infant daughter, only for him to be like, go fuck you, kill my wife and daughter. I don't care. I'm here to serve the people, right? Only for Lee Byung-hun to betray him, right? Right, because at first it's like, oh yeah, he promised. He's like, yeah, if at first it's like, oh, he's doing it to save the wife and kid, only for it to turn out, no, it's actually he while watching the prisoner, right, the governor's son, who they were starving in a cage. Like, he's tempting, he's like fucking around with him, offering like a potato, right? Which he eats like a fucking apple, right? And only for the governor's kid to be like, I don't want food, just let me take a bath. So while he's watching him take a bath, he tries on the governor's son's fine clothing, and at that point decides that he wants to be a nobleman too. So that's his entire motivation for betraying his friends and everything. It's like, oh, he wants to become rich, right? Oh my god. Oh fuck. So yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, and the other fucking dumb thing that happens is that he killed the wife and the baby, right? So when Hung-yi shows up saying, I'm Hung-yi, he's very skeptical because he's like, how do you exactly fuck up killing a baby with a sword? So he's like, yeah, you're not Hung-yi, and he fights her and literally runs the bitch through with his sword, only for her to get saved by the blind mother and the boyfriend, right? Taking her to the old master who taught the Three Great Swords, right? And that's when we get you guessed it, Star Wars reveal, where we find out that Hong-yi is actually the daughter between Lee Byung-hun's character, Duck Yi, who's called Lee Byuk in the film, I think, and that's his nobleman name, right? And Song Rang, right? Which I like how Lee Byung-hun figures out, because he's like, man, she doesn't even have, she's just an orphan you picked up. There's no way she's Peng Rang's daughter, right? Because she doesn't even have her father's eyes. Only for when he was fucking around with Sol Rang's sword, he looks himself in the eyes, right? And like that's when he has the realization, oh shit, that girl has my eyes, so she's probably my fucking daughter. So when the climax of the movie happens, right, which you have some really, it's the thing where the fight scenes are good, right? But there's the CGI bullshit I didn't like, right? But yeah, the fight scenes at night where they're fighting at the castle, they're jumping around on the fucking rooftops, right? They're fighting in the shadows, and all you can see are the shining swords, which very Star Wars X. Mine with also the other reveal, the Emperor, the what was it called? The Empire Strikes Back reveal, right? Which they had. It's the thing where they rip off Star Wars, but they did it well in this movie, right? But it's like kind of fucked. It's kind of like, wow, this guy abandoned his Sigma male grind set, right? So he could, because he felt bad about almost killing his daughter, right? Which, yeah, there's the thing where like the he's so pissed off at the extent of what like the blind chick did that he almost kills her, right? Because like she while her kid was a baby, she slashed the kid's back with her sword, so she would resemble Hung Yi, right? Because Hung Yi was killed with a strike with with a sword slash to the back. So it's like, wow, you almost killed your own baby so you could avenge the death of your friend's family because it was kind of your fault. Yeah. Oh, my God. Right. So yeah, this movie, like I said, I have mixed feelings on the movie because, like I said, I gave no fucks about the main character, right? And she gets way overshadowed by the bad guy in the movie, who's played by Lee Byung-hun, right? And like the fights, it's the thing where everything in the movie was good, but the movie felt like it was too try hard to be like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and it like I never got the feels other than Lee Byung-hun's character. I pretty much gave no fucks about the other characters in the movie, right? To be honest, that's but Yang Byung-hun's character was great as the Korean like Darth Vader, who oh my God, right? But yeah, so otherwise, I think the movie, it's a thing where visually the movie is beautiful, it's great, but it's like, yeah, it would have been nice if they had just taken the movie one step further, right, with the ending, because like the ending, it is like an interesting, like the movie is an interesting take on the, not just the Star Wars, let's rip off Star Wars but with a female protagonist, but like let's do, like, we have a character who's on what she thinks is on a quest for vengeance to avenge her parents, only for her to actually be avenging the death of a family, right? And is actually like, she on her quest for vengeance to avenge her parents, only to find out she has to kill her parents, right? So that was a good, that was a good, like, kind of like, not like twist on the whole, like, avenging my parents kind of quest, but like overall, yeah, the movie is, it's thing where it's nice try, but not like, I don't know, if only the main protagonist had more charisma, like, this movie would have been good, but she does not. She gets way overshadowed by Lee Byung-hun, right? So yeah, 6 out of 10. Nice try. So for the next March Martial Arts Madness Month review, it's going to be 13 Assassins, right? And I'm sorry I didn't upload anything yesterday. I was going to do a RPG collection video, right? Where I was going to show off my GameCube and my Nintendo Wii JRPGs, only for my to find out that my camera that I use is busted. So I have to go buy a new fucking camera, right? Which is fucking bullshit. So yeah, so that's why there was no video yesterday. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna be busy this weekend. Maybe there'll be a video on Saturday. Maybe not. You know. Yeah. So if there's a good chance you won't get another video from me till Monday. So I'm sorry about that.